Okay, I'm standing here, well, sitting beside you. I'm standing here before you because I made a friend out of six. Now, most people would be institutionalized, but leave it to Sarah Fidias to see the artist in the mud. Um, I've been called by numerous names throughout my life. Lapa, the weird one, the crazy one, the one who uses post-its as a canvas. That was my dad. But recently it's been your Umaima Twiggy. And I was like, yeah, that's me. The thing started like 1.5 years ago. It's basically it started because I realized that the root of all my problems was that I have a sucky perspective in life, and well, I decided that I'm gonna have a gap year, figure things out. That didn't work. So, and the reason why it didn't work is because I needed to get out of my family's protective bubble and like society's restricted view of things. So I've decided that I should take my post-grad studies abroad. That way, it's a win-win situation. My parents would be okay with it, and I'll get what I want. So I applied to many universities, accepted Newcastle University, and accepted Newcastle University's offer, and the journey began. I knew I wanted to document this journey. I just didn't know how. But once I reached Leeds, which was where my sister used to study, we went to this semi-abandoned building that people use as a shortcut more than anything. And we went to this forgotten art shop. And I say forgotten because it was always on sale. And I bought an 8-inch wooden mannequin that I later called Twiggy. Now, Twiggy was not my first choice of name. I wanted to call him Dawood. Get it? Dawood. But my friend was a newlywed at the time, and as you might have already guessed it, her husband's name was Dawood, so I thought, maybe not. I sticked with Twiggy because he's a wood made of twigs, and that is just as original as I could get. Where am I? Okay, so good job? Okay, I'm blank now. Okay. Okay, yeah. Perspective. That's the only thing I could remember right now. Perspective. Yes, it's just the way things are from Twiggy's point of view are just amazing. Everything is just grander and bigger and better. And people usually ask me, how do I take those pictures of Twiggy? And I don't think they take it seriously when I tell them using my phone and sitting on the ground. That's a picture of me taking this photo. And people usually, stop and give me, no, when I take a photo of Twiggy, I usually blank out. And then when I look back at the photos, I see people at the back pointing and laughing, or like this lady, she just gives me weird looks. What the hell is she doing? She looks like a Twiggy. She does. And it doesn't just stop there. People approach me, ask me, are you an artist? Is this part of your art project? And I'm like, nah, I'm just an Instagrammer who never had a Barbie as a kid. So I have to say this. Shout out to my sister who never gets embarrassed easily. And yeah, so during that year that I took photos of Twiggy, he made me look at things from a different perspective. Oh, look at that. He's helping my sister out with her. She's literally drowning in her own crap. And look at that. Sorry. Censor it. Okay. So anyways, during during the year, I studied, I saw things differently. I noticed things that I never usually noticed. It's crazy, the things that you miss when you're looking at things from your level. So when you get down to it, you see things that you don't usually notice. And I'd go as far as saying that it made me a better architect. Those who are involved in the designing the built environment know that you should cater your designs to all age groups, whether they were kids or adults or, senior citizens. And I tend to forget the kids' age group. And Twiggy made me, look at things from a kid's eye level. And it stuck with me throughout my studies and later on my job. At one point, I thought that it would be a good idea to buy another mannequin, paint her pink, call her Twigette, and pair her with Twiggy. That they would meet in Paris, in like the Salvador Museum in Paris, and in front of the infamous Profile of Time. And the curator of the museum thought that it was a good idea as well, because when I was about to take all my dolls and stuff them in my bag, that's them. She asked me to stop so that she can take a photo. That's them in the Lovelock Bridge, because, you know, Paris holds the key to their heart. Thank you. Thank you. So it wasn't always, you know, rainbows and butterflies with this kid. At one point, someone thought it was a funny idea to just play with him until he broke his leg. And I was pretty mad, you know. Allow me to quote Taylor Swift, that hair is gonna hate, 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 hate. But I did not check it off. I was so mad for like 1 month until I fixed him, you know, 1 month later. See, I'm not just a pretty face. I can fix stuff with my hands as well. And yeah, so let's recap. He made me braver. He gave me a heart. He gave me a fresh brain. I should have called him Oz. Anyways, yeah, kids, ask your parents who that is. And yeah, he participated in almost anything. You know, whether it was Christmas or Eid, that's him in Halloween. He was Woody from Toy Story. Movember movement, during the breast cancer awareness as well. At Mother's Day, he hugged a tree. And then, you know, thank you for finding that funny. So I oblige you to all go out there, find your fresh perspective. It doesn't have to be a twig. It can be, you know, a shell or chips Oman or anything at your disposal. And just share it with us. And now, if you could please give me a round of applause for the man of the 6 minutes and 40 seconds, Mr. Twiggy McOak.